talk about fitting in and finding your place in this entire world. Sometimes, you know, you may feel as if, or at least let me speak on me. For the longest, like, I've always felt like I didn't fit in. I didn't fit in with anything or much of anything, you know what I'm saying? And I started going through this spiritual transformation of consciousness and things like that. And I really felt like I didn't fit in with like the world and with people. And then I started developing, or at least kind of being around the conscious community and people who, you know, spread knowledge and who are awake and things like that. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I fit in with them. Maybe this is my crowd. Maybe this is my people. And then just the more I submerged myself into that, to that crowd, that atmosphere, that people, I realized that a lot of the times I didn't really fit in with that conscious community either. I remember one time I was on Facebook and I posted something about Erykah Badu. It said something about a queen can make more moves than a king or something like that. So, you know, respect the queens, right? And so the so-called conscious brother wants to comment under my picture that I had of Erykah Badu, calling her a queen, and saying, oh, although she has 3 kids by 3 different men, but I get what you're saying. My thing is, so that makes her a less of a queen just because she has kids by different men? Okay, so you come into your enlightenment and just forget that maybe your past is not as great as, you know what I mean, as what you may think it was. Everybody has to grow. Everybody has to learn. And being a conscious person, being somebody who's aware, and being who's spiritual, because consciousness is spiritual, and there's our levels of consciousness. Consciousness is not just knowing, but consciousness is also understanding the spiritual aspect. And don't come with judging. And when you're spiritual, you don't judge. You don't judge other people's situations, because if you didn't come from a perfect place, especially when you got conscious, you wasn't born conscious. Because if you were born in this world, trust me, you were born with certain beliefs and things like that as well. But you became conscious through experiences. You became conscious because you knew that something was not right and you had to question a lot of things. With me, like, I grew up, I was so naive growing up. There were certain things that I really didn't know. And thanks to the internet, thanks to books, thanks to learning, thanks to growth, thanks to things like that, I started really coming into myself, and I started knowing who the hell I am and knowing my worth and my purpose and things like that. But it took me to grow. It took me to learn. And don't judge anybody, because you know what, my slate is not as clean as the next person's, but it can get cleaner, and I'm only perfecting myself and getting better. So if you call yourself conscious or so-called conscious and you're still judging other people, you're still fighting with certain things, you're still arguing, and you're still creating a negative energy, a negative vibe, a negative aura, then you're not fully conscious. And you need to learn more about your spirit and spirituality and getting in tune with the ultimate consciousness, which is knowing where we ascend from spiritually. So not just who we are as black folk, right, or melanin, or, you know, things like that, or knowing history or things like that. But consciousness is about, don't judge, know who your spirit is, and just follow your purpose, follow your passions, and have peace in your heart. You know, really seek within. That's true consciousness. But I just wanted to say that. So don't be trying to fit in. Just attract your tribe. Attract people that are like you. And I don't mean who look like you in terms of skin color, skin tone, ethnic background. I mean who look like you spiritually. Find your tribe who looks like you spiritually. And they may look different than you physically, but if they resonate on a spiritual level, which has no physical attribute, then those are the people that you roll with. I don't care what you look like. You can look like anything. If you vibe with me spiritually, then hey, welcome aboard. How you doing?